Welcome to SuperStarcraftBros.
Pinnacle.
I'm Jay.
Iron Sparks.
How are you?
Good.
That is the happiest little star ever. I think he's got a headache though. He's got some glowing going on that top bump.
Or he could be like Russian and he has like a...
He's Russian?
It's a Russian star.
I don't think Russian stars blink red.
That's like a unibrow.
It's a unibrow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Alright guys, how's it going? Looks like it's a little bit rainy on the map today. We are playing
I think it's more than a little bit. I think this is some heavy rain.
You stole my pun, whatever. Alright guys, we got a top level game for you today. Again on Heavy Rain. Iron Sparks, introduce those players.
In our top spawning position we have our red Terran barcode. And his opponent the blue Terran FKNL 7X.
Ooh, fancy, smancy. Very nice, very nice.
You know, you think it's going to be reversed and there's the same thing on the other side.
No, that looks really cool. That's a nice logo.
And like, it makes no sense.
Kudos to 7X.
Like it should be reverse.
No, it resets. It's a hologram. It resets.
Should be...
Stop trying to chase the hologram.
Reverse.
Stop trying to chase the hologram. It doesn't work. Alright, so let's see. We have two barracks going off. We got a TVT. Feels like we haven't had a TVT in a while. You know what? I'd like an enchilada. For some reason, that just popped into my head.
You know, I tried the enchiladas at Chili's at one time.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan.
I was not impressed.
No.
The picture looked a lot better than the actual dish that they brought out.
Yeah.
But Cafe Rio, those enchiladas, delicious.
You know, I've kind of been feeling like Cafe Rio lately.
Absolutely. I have like 2 cards going, 2 of the stamp cards.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you ever need help filling those out.
We could get some Cafe Rio on Friday before the concert.
Hey.
We could do that. We could.
Then we can really enjoy ourselves at the concert.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Alright, we got a wall off barracks supply depot standard from our bar-coded Terran. We got the barracks for the blue player a little farther back. Just a bit of a strategic move.
Here's the ramp.
He is placing some supply depots around the edge of the base. As we've seen in previous games.
This one's really good at catching Reapers.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, as we saw in last week's game, and also I was watching a couple games for the first time ever on YouTube. Did see a pro-level game on a map similar to this, where it has those cliffs that kind of jut out. Very, very easy for the
Look at that star.
Reapers to get onto. Yeah. Got a gold star. He's a good Marine. Passed his algebra.
He did too.
I think they're clones.
Hey, he has a star too.
He's a really good SCV. Or the Red Army has just gotten way too into giving out gold stars and they're just slapping it on everything.
He has 2 stars.
Does that mean he's like a general?
Why'd you buzz?
Because my phone went off. Alright. Both Vespian gas geysers are finished.
We got a command center coming from both of the players. But there's a factory coming from this guy.
Alright. Do you think we're going to go 1-1-1 or we're just going to see like a mech bio?
I think we're going to see something.
You can't say that every time. You have to take a guess.
But I'm right every time.
No, you're not. You're wrong because you didn't guess.
No, I'm right.
You're wrong.
We're going to see something. And something we see.
Got a factory coming from the red player too.
Oh.
Alright, so...
I think these are going to switch off because they're right next to each other.
There's no add-on.
Just like these are going to switch off because they're right next to each other.
There's no add-on on the other one.
For now.
Ay, ay, ay.
For now.
Alright, so let's see. Command center is about finished. Red one just finished. The blue one is finishing as well. Looks like a red barcode player elected to build his down by the mineral line on the expansion.
Down by the bay?
No.
Where the watermelon...
No! And then the blue...
Grow.
Don't sing it! Please.
I dare not go.
Don't do it. It's probably copyright. YouTube probably won't be happy with it.
I miss, like... I'm doing, like, every few lines.
Yeah, that still counts.
No, they can't even understand what we're saying.
I know, I
was just talking about, like, a purple umbrella in the moonlight.
You know, they probably would get that right. But the rest of the cast, nah. Alright, like I was saying, blue player elected to have his command center on the,
Hellions.
on the cliff, because it's right next to the ramp, so that's totally safer. And, Iron Sparks got Hellions out.
I think we're going to see tanks from the barcode.
We do have tanks on the way. Hellions going to move out. Is there another one?
There was another one.
Alright.
But his buddy decided to stay...
Just going solo?
Oh,
Alright, so Hellion's probably going to pop in here, do some scouting. Not going to be too effective. Is going to encounter a pack of Marines. Might pick off... damaged a couple, but didn't pick any off.
What's the? Oh, there's the
other one. So that Hellion just for scouting, also going to be able to see if there's any move out, and if it does get courageous, it's going to get blasted out of the ground by a tank.
We got a Viking.
Ooh, a Viking.
We have a Raven on the way.
What? What's a Raven?
It's
You know,
one
it'd
of
be
these
great
things.
if on like Edgar Allan Poe's birthday, Blizzard made the Raven just constantly say "Nevermore" every time it went over the map.
Or if they made it like a good unit that people actually used.
It is a good unit. Just nobody remembers their. Well, it's kind of like the battle cruiser and the carrier. Not quite sure why those are still in the game.
Hey, those are important and valuable pieces.
Oh, absolutely! I love those units. They are the most useless thing in ladder games. Alright, looks like we have the red army moving out here to collapse these rocks.
I bet if you massed carrier, you would win every game.
Oh, absolutely. If you could actually get to the critical mass of carriers.
Bam!
Alright, so the rocks tumble over. It's going to close off an avenue of
Bam.
attack for our FKNL Blue Terran.
Bam!
And we got Vikings on the other side as well.
We
and
have something
holy
going
hell.
on. Well, this was the Viking.
No, well, we have Vikings on the red side too.
Oh, yes. You are correct.
So we got 1-on-1 builds from both players. We do have a Raven out now.
He is a detector.
Yes, he does. It's built in. It's like it's right next to the CD player, AC, power windows, power locks.
Does he have a cassette player?
Probably. It is kind of an old chip.
I bet his works though.
Yes, it probably does. Yep. I had nothing to do with why that cassette player doesn't work. Just one day it worked, got home, changed for work, got in the car, didn't work anymore. I have no idea what happened. It's probably because it's a cassette tape player.
What's wrong with cassette tape? You know, these guys just look orange because of the stars.
Absolutely, that's because the stars are too big. We need to stop rewarding people with outlandish bonuses. I'm looking at you, Wall Street. Looking at you.
Will this one die?
No. See in the front? Bye, Marine. Nope. No death.
There was a death.
He kind of deserves a gold star.
Hey.
Oh! Oh! Ooh. Ah,
I
look
found his body.
Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, totally jumped.
He's sitting down.
Totally jumped the cliff right there.
We gotta move out. You know, I'm not quite sure how effective these Hellions will be against tanks.
They're not.
And how effective this Raven will be against tanks.
Well, it does have the seeker missile.
Would the point defense drone stop the tank blast? Are those considered enemy missiles?
I mean, they technically are.
I mean, really, they're
cannon missiles. I mean, there is ammunition that goes with it. Alright, looks like we're going to have a collision. Red versus blue. Red tanks are sieged. Vikings moving out to provide vision. Going to exchange a couple of volleys. We do have a point defense drone thrown down that helps prevent some of the missiles from the Vikings. We are going to lose the Raven. No point defense drone. I think it was actually... Was the missile destroyed underneath the... I think it was destroyed underneath the Raven. I think that's what it was.
that was a turret.
Was it a turret? Okay. Bummer. Because I would have loved to have seen a missile launched at those tanks.
Even then, I don't think it would have been that effective.
It would have definitely gotten rid of the bio and the Marines if it was targeted towards them.
Yeah, but these are pretty beefy things. I mean,
Does
it's like they can tank things.
I mean, what damage comes from the missile now? I don't even remember because we have seen the Raven so little.
I don't know.
You know, it's just... I don't know.
Oh, this is effective against Marauders, Vikings, Banshees, Battlecruisers, Thors, Missile Turrets, Stalkers, Phoenixes, Tempest, Photon Cannons, Mothership Cores, Nexus, Queens, Mulus, Corruptors, Hydralists, Locusts, Spore, and Spore Crawlers. So it is not good against tanks.
So why didn't they just write everything but tanks?
Well, it's not good against Marines either.
Well, yeah, their guns are too small.
And it's not good against Hellions.
But they're good against Marauders. I love that.
So it's really not good against this army except for the Vikings.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. We are got some rocks getting destroyed down here. Open up more lanes. Not enough tanks, not enough Marines really for our blue Terran to deal with the amount of tanks that we got for the red.
To a beach.
Yeah, whatever. This isn't the Ark. Alright. Rocks are broken down. He might actually expand off this. I mean, he's doing well. He goes out 3 bases. Our red player, I think he just set up his 3rd base. Yeah. Got the mules going. Scan drop to try and see what's going on. They're of course going to see that lovely mule drop. Nothing's more reassuring than that. And it looks like we might have an attack on these collapsed rocks outside of the red domain.
These are just rocks.
Well, they were collapsed. They used to be part of that.
But that is
rock.
not part of the name.
Tanks sieging on the high ground. We do have a couple backups on the blue marine units. Tank taken out. I think there's a Hellion taken out in that explosion as well.
Tanks.
One marine doing his best to try and take out these Vikings. Not doing too much DPS to them though.
World of Tanks.
Never played that. I heard that's fun. Have you played it?
No. We have Transformation Servos on the way.
Wow.
Did they change the picture?
I think they did. Looks kind of cool. Looks Transformer-ish.
Yeah.
I don't think those rocks fell down. Did they? Did they get the rocks?
Well, they did fall down, but they did not crumble.
Alright, it does look like the blue team is going to try and find a different
He just
route.
does not like rocks.
No, he's rockist.
That is his goal of this game, is to destroy as many rocks as he can.
Absolutely rockist.
That way he can just rock and roll on through.
Tell this phone to shut up.
Hey, phone. Hey, listen to me.
That's impressive. I don't like how many Hellions are in this army.
But think, now we have Hellbats.
I still don't like how much are in their army.
Hey, look, now we have Hellbats.
Oh god, whatever. Alright, Vikings are going to be able to come in and clean up what blue Vikings are actually on the map.
What blue Vikings?
Exactly. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Nothing's going to be able to kill those.
But hey, we got one of these on the way.
Still not going to be able to kill those. And these Vikings are actually going to act as just really annoying.
Oh.
That Marine will take out like maybe one. That one right there. That one right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Or this one?
No, that one. Come on, guys. Come on, headbutt each other like two rams battling over a mate. Do it. Headbutt each other. Do it.
But think, we have a sensor tower on the way.
Screw the sensor tower.
No.
How about some chicken? Chicken's delicious. I had some chicken for dinner. It was that oven-baked chicken.
Did you kill people for it?
No, I did not have to walk into a tavern and kill 5 people for the chicken. But you know what? I bet the chicken tastes better after that.
Well, you worked up an appetite.
Absolutely. Who had to clean the inn after that? Do you think they made the innkeeps do it? Or
you know, they came down from upstairs and probably gave them. No, they didn't have any money. I don't know.
They got rid of 5 people.
Yeah,
Decreased demand allows
but
supply to
they got
last.
rid of people who would have.
They got 5 horses.
No, they wouldn't have even paid.
No,
because the people were. Yeah.
they were trying to do wrong things to the innkeep's wife
Yes.
or daughter or whatever she was.
But for horse and man.
If you guys have any concept of what we're talking about, leave a comment down below.
How about some Thors?
Absolutely. Are they in? They weren't in that episode.
No.
We're just gonna mess with them more. Now they're thinking we're talking about like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something.
But you know that's on tonight.
Thors I like. I like the choice of Thors in this army now.
But I don't think they're gonna do anything because you're just gonna go boom, boom, boom. We can't even get to you.
Scans dropped
Hey, look,
on the armies now.
Thors. What
2
is
sensor
this?
towers.
What is this?
Why
game?
do you keep asking question mark?
Why do they keep building the same things?
Because it's a mirror matchup.
And they both have to happen to have 3 Thors.
At this time in the map, at 18 minutes, 3 Thors are required for the build. It's a very time-sensitive build. Sensor towers, 2 of them up now. Looks like the red army is approaching. Both players trying really hard to get a good location on this. We do have an engagement now with the fringe. Oh, we're going to engage in this choke. We do have the Vikings on the ground. Tanks sieged up for the blue team, allowed to rain down some pain on the red army.
No pain, no gain.
A little bit of a skirmish. We do have 198 supply for the red army, 199 now for the blue army, but that is because production just started on a couple units.
I think we have barracks behind enemy lines.
And you do your job, barracks. You can do this. Well, that's a cluster.
And we got a wraparound.
Unfortunately, though, the Hellions do run into the planetary fortress, which is not good for them.
But we have an engagement.
Here we go. We have a ton of tank siege. They are raining down pain on the Hellions. We do have the blue siege tanks in siege mode, raining down. They do pick off the Thors for the word player. Hellions just going into no man's land, getting bombarded to death. Scans throw down to try and pick up some more vision, and now we have a good old-fashioned standoff.
And we have a drive-by.
We do have a drive-by Hellion. Helen in it. A drive-by firing. Drive-by roasting. Drive-by scorching. Drive-by welding. What do we call it?
I don't know.
Hellions getting blasted away by that Thor that popped out there. And we are now down to 145 supply for Red, who has essentially had the lead this entire game, to 170 for the blue player.
Now we have some aggression.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, these 3 tanks not going to do much. We do have the rest of the tank battalion moving on up, sieging. They did have enough time to siege. And now they're going to be able to tear a hole right through the armored units of FKNL.
These are 2-2 versus 2-0.
You know what they say. Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o.
And it looks like we have another dramatic switch in the supply count. We're down to 135 for the blue Terran, 129 for the red Terran, so they're catching back up, equaling out in supply again.
But
now, all those SCVs were killed at the main, but there's nothing really left there to mine.
we have some Ravens again.
Oh, we got Ravens. They could come into play now if they actually decide to play.
We know sometimes it's better to not play.
Absolutely, because who's going to keep the bench warm if not for the Raven? Nevermore. Nevermore.
Maybe the battle cruiser.
For some reason, this guy's psychic and knows exactly where to go. How's that possible?
I don't know.
Well, he didn't understand either, and he quit. How was that possible? How did he know the blue player was moving that way?
Maybe we missed a scam.
But cooler. You don't think anything fishy, right?
Who left?
Blue player. What?
Because he lost his army.
Yeah. So you're not thinking map hacks? Even though they continually mirrored each other and...
No, I mean, if they map packed, I hope he would have done better than this.
I think it would have taken less than 22 minutes, I think.
Yeah, he might have just got a scan off that we missed or something.
Alright guys, leave a comment down below if you watched that one show over the weekend and if you liked the game.
Hit that like button.
Share, subscribe, and favorite. Greatly appreciate it.
Send us in your replays in at SuperStarcraftBros@gmail.com.
Woohoo! Good luck and fun!
GG.